How to live like a billionaire. Hi again, this is Douglas Lucky Larson on the Retire Early and Often channel, and today we're talking about living like a billionaire, or hacking the billionaire lifestyle. Okay, you're not really going to have a Bugatti and a butler and a private jet and a private island at your disposal, but there are some things that an average middle-income individual can do and literally have the same experience as a billionaire. And you don't have to worry about paparazzi or armed bodyguards. First, let me give you a couple of examples. In 2001, I bought a house on Maui. It was actually my second house that I'd purchased on Maui, and it was really something that I couldn't actually afford. But I rented out the main part of the house and lived in the one-bedroom ohana unit, mother-in-law apartment, here on the left side. Now, it was an ordinary average home for, Hawaii standards, but I loved it. My views from my little deck that you see right here, all the way down Haleakala, were breathtaking. I could see the coast on both sides, the north and the south. My tenants paid most of my payment, and they lived on this side over here in a 3-bed, 2-bath. And I had 2 acres of privacy, and it was truly amazing. Now, it turns out that Oprah, the well-known media mogul and multi-billionaire, had a pretty nice place just about 2 miles away from my house. Now, I have eaten at some of the nicest restaurants on Maui where Oprah goes, including at the Four Seasons and the well-known Mama's Fish House on the North Shore. Even better, I had many great friends of all nationalities and enjoyed homemade Japanese, Filipino, and Hawaiian food all the time without needing to dress up or tip a waiter. Fresh fish and roast pig, luau's, they were not at all uncommon. Now, I lived on Maui for 5 years and I enjoyed it to the fullest. I'm not saying that my total lifestyle was more lavish than Oprah's. And actually, if you look really close, she even had a pony. And you know what? I never had a pony. But what I am saying is that I experienced many of the same things as a multi-billionaire. And I certainly had the same view. Now, there are many billionaires that have made their money, but are simply too old now and infirm to actually enjoy the things that they would like to do if they could only buy their youth back. Can you imagine Charlie Munger, the rich old curmudgeon from Berkshire Hathaway, surfing at Ho'okipa or Honolulu Bay? Seriously, any time in the last 30 years of his life. I bet he'd probably trade $100 million or maybe $1 billion to be 30 years younger, but he can't. But you can experience very billionaire things, even if you're 22 or even 12. On the next slide, we'll see an example of that exact thing. I recently read an article that Jeff Bezos, the guy from Amazon and worth over like $150 billion, probably more now. Yeah, that guy. He recently bought a resort home in South Maui at La Perouse Bay. Just a couple years ago, when my oldest boy was 12 and my younger son was 9, and my little girl was, I think she was about 3. We swam across that very bay from the Black Rock volcanic shore, and we sat on the very beach where Jeff Bezos now hangs out. Now, you cannot actually own a beach in Hawaii, well, unless you're the tech mogul Larry Ellison, who bought the entire island of Lanai. But I have sat on those beaches as well on the south coast of Lanai, and I snorkeled in that beautiful bay with turtles and dolphins. The point is, you can actually enjoy aspects of a billionaire's life, like Oprah and Bezos and even Turner, at any age, and even without needing a fraction of their wealth. Let's look a little closer at this article and some of these photos here. Inside Jeff Bezos' $78 million Hawaiian mansion. Wow, cool. And it talks a little bit about it and the size of it and things like that. So here it is. Take a good look. There's his mansion, and here is his private little beach right here. And here is his girlfriend. I'm sure she loves him for his personality and taste in suits. Yeah. The article goes on to explain, blah, blah, blah. And again, here is the actual shore. This is that house. Now, anybody, you, me, John Doe, can drive down McKenna Road all the way down here. You turn here and you go down here. You park in this parking lot. This is a little lava flow that came off of Haleakala in the 1800s. And it still hasn't grown any vegetation, as you can see. It's just black lava. But anyway, this picture right here is my family. And we took that picture sitting right here. And then we swam, snorkeled all the way across here, and hung out on this beach for a while. That's Jeff Bezos' house. And we were there. Didn't even know he was going to buy the place. Wouldn't care anyway. But again, same experiences as a billionaire. Now let's examine another example. I love snowboarding in Utah, and one epic powder day on the chairlift, I was talking to the guy next to me, and it turns out he's a top executive and one of the founders at Maverick Inc. Who's that? Well, they have hundreds of gas stations and convenience stores all around the western states. So he's a mega multimillionaire, and we're riding the same chairlift and snowboarding the same mountain in Park City. Again, it just goes to show that as an average person, you can experience some of the same exact things as the really, really rich guys. As I've mentioned before many times on this channel, we talk about retiring early and often. And what I actually mean is experiencing now the kinds of things that many of us think will only be available once we've reached a certain net worth and we're like old. No way. You can enjoy many rich experiences right now. And in fact, if you don't develop the hobbies, recreation habits, and especially relationships that you dream about for your retirement, you won't have them now or then. I struggle with a tendency to become a workaholic because I enjoy investing in businesses and real estate and examining markets and even making these videos, but I consciously make time for family and friends and church and volunteering because there's no way your kids and spouse and friends will stick around if you ignore them in favor of just making money. There's more to life than money. In this area of life balance with relationships and experiences, I argue that you can actually live better than most rich billionaires who always wonder if family and friends are hanging around kissing your butt just so that they can get a slice of the pie when you die. Don't do that. If you focus on the things that really matter, you will live well at any level of income or net worth. I know some people that don't want to hear about this soft and fluffy stuff. Just tell me how to make money. But relationships and feelings, trust me, most old geezers don't look back on their life and wish they would have owned another Lamborghini. No. It's been shown over and over again across all cultures and ages that near the end of life, most people wish they had nurtured relationships more, been a little more kind, forgiven someone, or gained forgiveness from someone close to them. They would like to have had more experiences and shared moments doing fun and meaningful things with meaningful people. Again, I argue that if you don't do these things now, you likely won't be able to later. And that's what I mean with this entire channel and why I named it Retire Early and Often. So, what are some meaningful and amazing experiences that you can do with the meaningful people in your life? Maybe some of these photos will give you an idea. But in so doing, you can enjoy life as much or more than a billionaire. In fact, I should retitle this video and say, it's not how to live like a billionaire, but how to live better than a billionaire. Please take a moment and give us a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And subscribe and share. And also, in the comments below, tell me what you think I might have missed, or maybe some things that we should be doing to truly live better and be better. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.